Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for clicking on the video. And this one is going to be a fun one. So today I kind of feel like I want to go outside and ask somebody to punch me in the face because I must be dreaming. Very recently, and I'm going to mention Chisco, but this is not about him. Recently, Chisco said in a video or made a recommendation to Lilith, hey, what about a 1 versus 1 KvK? And this idea is so outrageously stupid and short-sighted, it is absolutely beyond me. But like I said, it's not about Chisco, because I've seen this idea for at the very least 2.5 years. I remember specifically being on Reddit and seeing people talk about this. Now, I don't have a problem with this. You know, some people are one way, some people are another. Some people have an idea and they don't really think about it. They don't have this borderline autism gene where they then sit there for 20 hours and think about how specifically would this turn out, right? They have an idea and they ask about it, and it's absolutely fine. Yeah, sure, like that is how we progress, right? Now, the problem is, it's Chisco. So, I'm sorry, but I expect better. I don't know if I want to cry or scream or laugh. Like, I'm sorry, I might sound a little weird, like, because there's a lot of, you know, different feelings and emotions. But anyway, I want to start this with Crystal Tech, because I want to specifically point out how Crystal Tech is a much better idea than a 1 versus 1 KvK. Here's the thing, in my free-to-play friendly video I said, hey, Crystal Tech is not as bad as people make it out to be. In my most recent video I said Crystal Tech sucks. I stand by both arguments because the context was completely different, okay? Because I also made a video where I said context is probably the most important piece in information when it comes to Rise of Kingdoms, okay? So those have completely different context. So Crystal Tech, the ideology is awesome, it's good. I mean, it's not the most creative, but it's good. Let me paint you a picture. Let's say instead of, I don't know, how much does it take to max out Crystal Tech? Maybe 120 million crystals. Let's say you need 50 million crystals, and I don't give a shit. You can buy 5 million crystals. That's completely fine, no problem. But the main way you get crystal is by being active in a KvK. Killing barbarians, being at the altar, being at the ruins, and I don't know, your coalition being in possession of gates and or having them occupied, stuff like that, right? Stuff that actively helps you as an individual, helps your alliance, your kingdom, your coalition, your camp. That is how you get crystal. If this was the case, and the maximum was like 50 million crystal to max out the research, would be freaking amazing. It would be really cool. You know, like 99% of the players get to max out the Crystal Tech, and this way it would be really cool. The idea of Crystal Tech is really good. The problem is how they implemented it. And this is a reoccurring thing, because even, I mean, the ornaments, once again, are not the most creative thing. I can come up with this shit in 2 minutes, and I'm not even exaggerating, because it is literally equipment, just at a smaller scale. Like, I'm sorry, but there is no creativity behind it. But it's fine, it's good. The inscription especially, I think they could have implemented a little more utility, a little more, you know, like new things, like life leech, for example, or maim or something like that. That would have been cool. Maybe at some point even critical hits. Like that is something that I would have expected, but okay. the idea itself is good. The problem, once again, is how they implemented it, because of all the randomness. So, with this theme, with this reoccurring failure of implementing something properly, and by the way, this goes for many things, many things. The equipment system is old, it's old-fashioned. The equipment system is from 30 years ago. Champions of Olympia, same thing. The idea is good, the way they implement it is freaking bad. So, now you have the idea of having a 1 versus 1 KvK. So I would assume, since Chisco suggested this, he has some idea how it's good. I would assume, I don't know. I would say, after this video, if somehow in some fantasy world, in some dimension, if somehow Chisco gets hold of this video and hears me, I don't know, I would hope, yeah, I'm changing his mind, because, like, I'm sorry, but how freaking short-sighted are you? It is absolutely beyond me. So, he specifically said maybe with a 1 versus 1 KvK, where you maybe can choose your opponent. We have established Lilith is extremely bad implementing stuff in a good way, in an exciting way, in an accessible way, right? Here is how I can see 1 versus 1 KvK work out. You have, for example, a 10-day period. So the whole KvK takes only 10 days. It is maybe 2 gate openings, but I would actually say 1 gate opening. And the only rewards you get are cosmetical. You cannot give out anything else unless maybe, just maybe, in some way, if you keep the rewards being only active in 1 versus 1 KvK. So for example, just for example, I'm not saying this is a good idea, but for example, you get a conquest coin, but this coin can only be used for stuff that is available in KvK, in 1 versus 1 KvK. Here is why. And again, I cannot believe how short-sighted this guy is. What exactly stops a kingdom from approaching leaderships and being like, hey, we kind of want to go into a recovery KvK, but we also really want rewards. How about we go into a KvK and we share all the rewards? We don't fight, but we make sure everybody gets everything. What exactly keeps kingdoms from doing this? I'm sorry, but it's beyond me. People are freaking intellectually bankrupt. It's beyond me. Other thing, Osiris League alliances. They are fairly often alone in their kingdom because they want to make sure they have full control of the kingdom. They want to have full control of what is happening because they want to maximize what they can do in Osiris League, right? Or like in Osiris matches in general. So what keeps one Osiris League alliance from approaching another alliance and being like, hey, let's go into a 1 versus 1 KvK and just share all the rewards? Not only that, what about recovery KvK? Hey, we want to recover. Like, yeah, let's go into a recovery KvK. You don't even have to share the rewards, you just stay in the starting zone. It is so fucking beyond me. But now even, and this is a message for 1254, you will have no fun whatsoever. You are projected to become an unbeatable kingdom, which in itself is a contradiction because you claim the only thing you want to do is fight, which I believe is fraudulent because what you actually want to do is win. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't believe you when you say all you want to do is fight. Because if that was true, you wouldn't become what basically is an unbeatable kingdom. So you go into a 1 versus 1 KvK. The first gate opening for the first fight, the losing kingdom will never meet you again. They will just stay in their starting zone. So basically you have what I would assume Chisco would want a 50-day KvK, full KvK, all the rewards. So now you claim you only want to fight, but every single KvK, all you do is you have one fight at the very first gate opening, and then the enemy kingdom is not coming out the gate anymore because they just know they are going to lose. Because think about it, how many, this is a 1 versus 1 scenario, right? How many kingdoms come back from losing the first gate? I don't know, this is a made up number, but maybe 5%, maybe. If I'm extremely fucking generous, 10%. And at that point it doesn't make sense keeping the fight up. What keeps a kingdom from staying in the starting zone? It's fucking stupid. I can't believe it. Even worse, random scenarios. So you have 1 versus 1 KvKs and you have random kingdoms being matched up against each other. Now again, recovery KvK. Tell me, like how do you take control over this? The one thing you can do is you have like a 10-day KvK, and after like the 3rd day, you can actually invade the opposing territory. But at that point, like what are you going to do in terms of rewards? Because like, I'm sorry, but the effort you have to put into this KvK is laughable compared to a Strife of the Eight or Heroic Anthem. Like, it's laughable effort, so the rewards are minuscule. And at that point 1254 doesn't want to join anymore because they want the rewards, right? So I'm sorry. Okay, please do me one favor. I feel like I am stupid. I genuinely do. I feel like this is one of those situations where you are looking for a screwdriver and it's right in front of you on the table, but you can't find it. You are looking left and right, you are looking at the shelf and whatnot. It's right in front of you and you can't find it. I feel like I am missing something. There must be some piece of information that I'm missing and I'm the stupid person. But if not, then yeah, you are fucking stupid. Like, how can you not spend 10 minutes on this idea, thinking about it and coming up with the same conclusion as I do? Like, it's absolutely beyond me. I want to reiterate, this is not about Chisco. This idea has been around forever. The problem that I have with Chisco saying this is he takes credit for a change that is going to take place in the game. He's taking credit for it, and I don't believe this is legit. I don't think his voice actually had Lilith make a change. I don't believe that, because people said this since the very inception of the game. It was about the battle reports, and he takes credit for it, and now he says, hey, Lilith, 1 versus 1 KvK. But I don't know, I hope I made very clear how freaking stupid this is. So yeah, this is a very, like, for me this is really funny. It's kind of hilarious, but I also kind of want to cry but also scream. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.